Well, welcome back to the channel. As you may have seen, I put out 2 videos the other day. My trip to Washington, D.C. went really well. Had a great time staying with friends up there. William Trimper, Patty, Gracie, Donnie, his grandson, and his oldest daughter, Amy. Thank you for everything you done for me while I was up there. I enjoyed my stay, and maybe one day we can do it again. I've got a few things that I probably ought to go over. One's, I got some bad news the other day that my landlord come over and told me that I will have to be moving in the next 3 months. They're tearing this house and the other 2 houses next to me, tearing them down to put in a duplex on each lot. And so she said when they're done I can come back, and I said no thank you. I said I'll live in the woods before I'll do a duplex or apartment buildings anymore. It's going to have to be a house. So now I got to go start finding a place to live, and it's not going to be easy around here. So now I was told that right before the ceremony. And the second thing is a big disappointment for you guys. I know some of you were looking forward to it, and I was too. But I made probably the biggest rookie YouTube mistake that anybody can make. I'm not going to mention what it is. You can probably figure it out. But I was so busy with getting everything done. It was just me, my sister, and my home health aide doing most of this stuff. And I had way too much on my mind, and I was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and certain things happened. Ceremony didn't turn out very well in my opinion. Others said it was okay. I made several mistakes that I should have never made. I'm very disappointed in the attendance. Not very many showed up. A few families, no mayors. I had 2 governmental people show up. One was Representative Marcus Richmond from the state of Arkansas and Little Rock. The other one was Senator John Bozeman's field rep, Jesse Solly. And I invited several others. In fact, I put out probably 62 or more invitations. Some of them let me know that, like Mike and Terry of MT Homestead, they come down with the big C. And there's a few others that had some family emergencies in different situations. Some of them had prior commitments. Some of the mayors let me know that they could not come because of prior commitments, but others didn't let me know a word. So I'm very disappointed in how this year's ceremony went, and I have to make some decisions here. This year's ceremony took a lot out of me. It took a toll on my body, especially the day of and the night before. As soon as I landed on October the 3rd to come back home, my feet hit the ground running to get this ceremony done and ready to go. And I worked several hours. Couldn't sleep Too many things going through my head. Didn't get a lot of rest. So it's taken a toll. So I got to make a decision whether I want to continue to do this, because lack of support, lack of help. The Fort Smith community was very helpful again this year. I can't say nothing bad about them whatsoever. Everyone that I contacted was willing and wanting to help. And they donated everything, the printing, pictures, the invitations, the programs, whatever I needed, they did it. And I appreciate them very, very much. I'm pretty tired still. I've been trying to get the energy to do this video. It won't be a very long one, but I just don't know if I've got it in me next year to do this again. Once again, I paid for some of the trip, probably a little over half. If I have paid for part of it, but that took all the funds that was in the budget. Don't have anything left. I got just 2 or 3 donations, and I thank them very, very much. They're anonymous, but they know who they are, and I thank you for your support of our veterans. So next year there's no money to start out with, and I have put a lot of money into this that I should never be putting in. The money I do have is for my car in case it breaks down. The problem is I don't have a way to accept donations that well. There's at least one way to do it, I think, without getting me in trouble with my income. I am retired. So that kind of puts me in a bind on what I can do, and the lack of people wanting to help me get the checking account going, and 501(c), I believe it's called, to get my non-profit status. It's not easy. I've also been running into some resistance from some military groups within the area. I'm not going to mention names. They know who they are, and I don't believe there's a reason for it. I'm not here to take anything away from any of the military organizations here. In fact, I invite them to every single thing I have ever done since I've started this. I want them to be a part of it. We are all for our veterans. There should be no strife, no resistance, nothing. But for some reason or other, there is, and I don't understand it. But I guess it is what it is. So, decisions are going to have to be made. I probably won't make them till after the first of the year. That's when I usually, sometimes before, in November, December, start searching for family members. I still have, let's see, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 55, 60 or more. I don't remember. I had to go over the numbers. More families that I haven't found so far. And my next project may or may not be the Korean War. I've already got the list. I just hadn't gone over it to see who's who or where they're from. And folks, it takes me by myself 98% of the time from, say, November to September, October of the following year to get this ceremony going. Do I work every day? No. I work several hours some days. Then I come to a stopping point that I can't continue. But I do work a lot on getting things finalized. I didn't have to do the pictures as much this year as I did the first year because I already had a template. I knew what I wanted to do. It just took some time to copy and paste all the information onto the picture and design it. But I got that done pretty early. But the first time it took me 3 months to constantly going back and looking at it and changing back and forth and different things. I happened to see the stats on one of the files, which was my presentation, the slideshow that I had. I didn't realize, but I had over 507 hours of editing on that one program. That's in 2019 and this year. So there's a lot of work goes into this. I need a lot of help to put this thing on. If I had at least 7 or 8 people doing things that it would leave me to do what I need to do, find families and make certain contacts, then the ceremony would go off a whole lot better. Like I said, I'm not happy about this ceremony. Just way too many things to do for just a few people. I've got people saying, please don't quit, don't stop. It breaks my heart to even have to think about it. Our veterans deserve what I do and what the other military organizations do. And they deserve better than that. They deserve more. But I need more support. I need more help. And I need a way to accept donations. Maybe I don't have to pay for everything because some of it's donated, but the airplane ticket was close to $500, and I paid almost $300 of that out of my own pocket. Everything else after that, I had to get plastic tablecloths, coffee, creamers, decorations, you name it. If you know, maybe I'm trying to go after too big of a ceremony, but in my opinion, there's nothing too big for our veterans, and to honor them and their family members. That's who I feel bad about this ceremony, the way it went. I felt bad about the people who attended, took their time out one day a year for a couple hours. They came to the ceremony and I screwed it up big time. I just had too much to do. It's not an excuse, it's fact. The people that were there could vouch for how I was going around trying to do things. The guy that helped me with the slideshow, I feel bad for him. I didn't have time to go over the script that I had made up for him to go by, and I didn't have that time to go over it and for him to understand how it was going to work. Oh, he knew how to run the program. But the way I had it set up, I just didn't have time to sit there, and every time I'd get into it with him, that something pops up and I have to go take care of it. The projector that was loaned to me free of charge was bringing up a screen I had never seen before, and I wasn't understanding it, so I didn't have time to even check it out. So I'm extremely unhappy about this year's ceremony. As you might figure it out, I don't have anything to show you. No pictures. I didn't have time to snap one little picture. There's other people taking pictures, and I'm trying to find the lady that was taking pictures. But other than that, I have nothing, and I'm sorry. I don't feel good about that. It's not the way I intended for it to happen. It hurts right here. I know the way I have things prepared for the ceremony, it should go off better than what it does. But without the help and support, I guess it's not to be just not meant to be. But here's one thing that I am proud of. The end result of all these ceremonies and everything I do are for the family members, and be able to present them with something that they can cherish from here on out. It's not much. It's not even, that's, I don't know, I don't want to say too many things about it, but the parents love it, and they appreciate it. And to me, that's what counts the most. But the way the ceremony went, they didn't deserve it the way it went. I knew this was going to be the hardest part. So I've got some decisions to make. What I do for our veterans is different from what everybody else is doing that I know of. I went to Washington. I made 31 rubies. Standing there at the wall looking at it. Kind of the way I feel right now. It's hollow ground. It's special. The names on that wall means a lot to me. Those who survived it, that war, mean a lot to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do right now. One thing I do wish I would have started at a younger age. But at that time I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted something to do for our veterans, but I never could come up with an idea up until 2019. And it was like a light switch went off in my head. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And it went from there. Now the old body has gotten up to the years of which the footwork I can't do anymore. My old scooter, mobility scooter, broke down on me last time, right at the very end of the ceremony. I've been without one ever since. I had to take a wheelchair to Washington, be pushed around. My sister, bless her heart, didn't want to see me have to go around in that wheelchair. She went out and bought me a brand new one. I can't thank her enough for that. Anyway, I guess I'll get off here. I don't know what else to say, except for you guys out there. I thank you very much for your support. I thank you for following me and allowing me to bring this to you. I don't know what kind of content I'm gonna have from here on out, but I will let you know what my decision's gonna be. Not sure when. So, thank you. For watching, and all the kind words that you have given me, and most of all, thank you for supporting our veterans. May God bless.